Hello and welcome to Cybercast episode 103, the Transformer Video Podcast. My name is Josh, also known as G1 Hextron, and I am joined by my co-host, Jaim, also known as Victory Saber 77. And we have a special guest for you guys tonight. This is someone that you may recognize if you've been watching the show for a very long time. But let's do the reveal. Show yourself.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we got a Primal. I always almost call you Primal Selfish. I can't get over
just it. Primal Selfish. Like, just do it. I'm not that changed of a man yet.
Who was it? It was one of the subscribers that was just like, he's Primal Selfish. I forget who it was.
Was it Punch Counterpunch?
It might have been. I think it was.
I miss him on Twitter. I really miss him.
But anyways, you can find me, G1 Hextron, on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron. Everything but one thing today we're going to be taking a look at is found on that Facebook page. There's also a lot of extra additional information on there. We're going to cover some of that stuff as far as movie trailers and whatnot, nerdy news, involving comics or toys and stuff like that. But Dakota, you want to go ahead and tell people where they can find you, man?
Yeah. Twitter, I still do that every great once in a while. Not as avid on it, but it's at PrimalSabbath. YouTube, even though that thing's been like dead in the water for a couple of months now, I still will do some stuff on there every now and again, probably in the future. And Facebook, I think I actually changed my personal Facebook thing to facebook.com/PrimalSabbath. So, yeah, just throwing all that out there. Other than that, it's pretty much Primal Sabbath everywhere.
All right, and Jaim, I want to get your plugs in there, and you got quite a bit of information for us and little news updates.
I do. I have lots. I'm Jaim, Victory Saber 77. You can find me Twitter, YouTube. Not doing the Instagram yet. I don't know if I will. So
he's doing emojis. I can vouch for that.
I am. But we do have some other shows. We have the eBay show, which airs once a month on Thursday on G1 Xtron's channel at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will let you guys know when we do the next show. And then we have the Aftercast, which airs after the Cybercast on my channel, Victory Saber 77, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we just talk about, Transformers, anything else, pulp culture to comics to TV to whatever comes to mind. And we do have other things. We are looking for a female co-host. We just want a different perspective, and all we ask is you just kind of be knowledgeable about Transformers, toys, pop culture, comics, movies and such like that. Probably prefer that you're not a GoBots fan, but whatever.
Just email for and we can set up an interview.
Yeah, email Josh at g1xtron@gmail.com. And if you guys have questions or topics, please put the word question in caps before you ask the question in the chat, just so when we go back we can see it and find it a little bit easier. And probably save your questions towards the end, so we'll address them then. And we have some other news. We have the Collection Spotlight as back. We are going to be spotlighting Chris. Hopefully I say your name right. Byron or Brian. Chris B. Okay.
We discussed this for 3 minutes. We were like, man, we're butchering such an easy name, so we apologize.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But we will be spotlighting your collection this week. But if you want your collection spotlighted, just send 10 to 20 pictures to G1 Hextron's email account, and we will spotlight you on the Cybercast. We do have a couple already lined up, so if you want, you can wait a couple weeks and then shoot them those pictures. And then we have several trailers on G1 Hextron's Facebook page. We have the new Marvel's Ant-Man trailer on there. We also have teaser trailers of the Batman Superman movie, which looks pretty cool. And then Terminator Genesis #2 teaser trailer, which looks really interesting. We got a little more information now. You guys want to kind of go into that right now, or you want me to just save that?
No, we can kind of. No, you can go ahead and go through all the trailers, and then we can kind of pick some of the ones that we want to talk about, because obviously, we're nerds and we like all this stuff, and we want to talk about it. So.
Yes, we are. Other trailers that are on G1 Extron's Facebook channel is Avengers trailer. We see War Machine. Pretty cool. And there's also the Justice League Gods and Monsters, and also the new Star Wars teaser trailer number 2, where we get to see Harrison Ford back as Han Solo towards the end.
In all of his glory. His sweet Harrison Ford glory.
Yep. So we have that, and that's about it.
All right, now kind of discussing some of these. The first one, I guess, let's go with that Terminator Genesis. We see John Connor, and I watched it a couple times, and it kind of looks, we've seen before in the first teaser, that it's going to be kind of a new T-1000, where, you know, it's kind of like that liquid metal, and it can change stuff, it can change its appearance. And then we saw, you know, kind of John Connor in there, and thought that, oh, okay, well, he turned into John Connor, which is kind of crazy, but as you kind of find out a little bit further on in the trailer that it's actually like a John Connor Terminator, or they turned John Connor into a Terminator. Like, I don't know, it's very strange. I was kind of lost, and like I said, I watched it a couple times. What did you guys pick up from it?
Dude, like, I honestly have no idea what the Terminator franchise has been doing since Salvation. I mean, I get the whole, like, you know, you go into the past, you're like going to change the future, and then that changes the past, and different stuff's going to happen, and it's just like, the more I think about it, you know, the more I really feel my head start to hurt and my IQ start to drop.
You've got like a big board with like all these little things here, and like a timeline, and then like you have the string or the yarn going back and forth trying to connect.
I've run out
everything.
of different colors of yarn is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it is a little bit confusing, because we hear in the first teaser trailer where they said everything we've done up to this point has now, you know, changed, or doesn't mean anything. It's all about now. I'm like, oh
that's
God.
such a Days of Futures Past thing for them to do.
Yeah. I do like it, though. I mean, you kind of saw it coming in a way, John Connor, I mean, having to become a Terminator. And, you know, it just makes sense. And just because how many times can a stinking robot come back from the future and totally mess it up, but send it back again, trying to eliminate this guy? But, I mean, we found out in Rise of Machine number 3 that I think the T-800 actually killed John, didn't he? Because he used that kind of close relationship that they had to be able to get to him and all that. But it is interesting. Even with Schwarzenegger with his, I think he has got his nice little white hair and everything, so he's still going.
Yeah, we also see that they have the, you know, real Arnold, you know, as the Terminator, that he's actually going to battle off with like a CGI model. So with like an old versus new, Arnold versus Arnold, which is, I think that's the first time that's happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the movie for sure. It's just like, it just makes my brain hurt whenever I think about, like, how is this happening? I just want to sit down and enjoy it, you know?
Well, it's one of those things where I like it, you know, movies like that, and Back to the Future, where whenever you're watching episode 2, you know, the first movie was easier to follow, but with the second one, they're like, okay, now we're going into the future, and now we change this, now we got to go back to this, and, you know, the thing with the timelines and stuff, and you got to think a bit, you know. It's not one of those that you can just like get up, go to the bathroom. You know, if you're in the middle of the movie, you're gonna come back and you're like, I have no idea what's going on. So
this isn't 50 Shades of Grey. This is Terminator.
Yeah, it is odd that Kyle Reese doesn't really have, or at least in my opinion, doesn't have that huge role that he's playing here. He goes back to like, I'm supposed to save. No, she's saving me. What's going on here? Okay, I thought I was your protector. No, everything's different now. And
we see the department store from the very first one as well in there. Where that one guy, I don't know, is he a T-1000 or is there another number for him? I haven't heard anything, but he rams that truck in there. So there's a lot of, like, you can see that they're paying a lot of cues, or, you know, to some of the originals, which is cool. I like that stuff. The little "I'll be back," it's getting a little worn out, so just gonna put that out there. Yeah. Anyways, move on to the next one I wanted to kind of get into real quick because this is kind of toy related, is the Justice League Gods and Monsters. This is going to be an animated cartoon done by DC, and they've always done excellent work. A couple of things on this. They are going to come out with a comic book run where you're actually going to be getting a comic book like every day, I believe, for, I forget how long it's going to be, but to kind of give you the intro or the kind of the pre-story into this Gods and Monsters movie that's going to be coming out to kind of explain of why they did it. Now it's basically kind of like a Shattered Glass DC universe, to where Superman's dad is actually General Zod, and Batman, I don't know, he's like actually like part Bat or something like that, kind of like Man-Bat. Wonder Woman is interesting, but this is done by the animation by Bruce Timm, which is also the person that did Batman the Animated Series back in the 90s. They are going to be coming out with the figures by DC Collectibles that'll kind of go in with your New Adventures and your Animated Series figures as well. So you guys have anything to add to that, or excited about that?
When you say like a comic book a day, is it like a page a day sort of thing, or is it just like a short version or anything like that? Or do you mean like a week?
I think it may be like 4 or 5 comics. I forget exactly what it was, but it's like they're going to be coming out with one every single day leading up to the movie release, and it's going to be like 4 or 5 comics. So
online, or like I'm assuming online comics.
They didn't go into it in that detail. Again, the video on there, and there's an actual interview with Bruce Timm as well. Him kind of explaining why they wanted to go that route. It's all on there, so and at that point you'll have as much information as I want. It's like a 5-minute video.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, it looks good. I like how the story's going. Superman reminds me of like Tony Stark. Maybe it's just because he's got that kind of goatee mustache thing going on, but he's very more like methodical. And Batman's more beast-like, it seems like at times. And it's going to be really interesting. It's a kind of a new take, kind of a little bit of breath of fresh air with these, the Trinity. So, looking forward to it. Has anyone seen the movie that just came out, Batman versus Robin?
Yes.
Or Robin versus Batman?
No, I haven't.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah, I liked it. I think we kind of discussed this a couple of weeks ago. It revolves around the is it the House of Owls or something like that. But it has Talon in there. Let's see. It's got the doll maker very early on. It's the struggles in between, Batman, because it picks up where the last one, where he was battling Deathstroke. I forgot what the name of it was, but it picks up where where he has his son, or maybe it was Batman's son, was the name of it, where he picks him up and now he's trying to take care of him, and he's struggling with. This guy was trained by Ra's al Ghul, because it's him and was it Talia, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, but they had a son, and he was raised by Ra's al Ghul and taught to be an assassin and to kill people. And Batman or Bruce Wayne is trying to teach him how to it's not vengeance, it's justice, and there's nothing wrong with using force, but we don't kill. And it's just the struggle between that, and Talon comes in and tries to, basically make him a killer again and bring him onto his side. So it's a nice, huge story, and
cool.
It develops pretty nice.
Right on.
All right, last one, Star Wars, and we'll kind of get into the Transformer news. What do you guys think? I mean, like you mentioned, I put that Matthew McConaughey reaction to it, and it's basically just Interstellar in the background, where he's just kind of watching the screen and crying. Dude, that's basically how I acted. I had my screen and turned off the lights, lit some candles, and I was like, all right, let's watch this trailer, man. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't go that far, but yeah.
I saw where you shared it on Facebook, and what was that? Was that Friday when you shared it, or?
Probably Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, because I was at work and I was just like, ooh. I just like stepped outside real fast and holding up my phone and I was like, freaking out. It looks good, man. I knew Disney was going to do a great job with it, but it's just like seeing just how, even though it's just a small like teaser trailer, it just looks really good. It looks very eye-catching. I wasn't a really big fan of like episode 2 or 3 until like the end of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. But I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Can't wait. Then you're gonna have your Spaceballs spinoff. Get it Spaceballs too.
Yeah, it does look good, and I'm really anxious to see more of the plot. I want to know if they're going the route of the Dark Empire, or is it even going to correspond to that? How far in the future they're going from Return of the Jedi. So, looks good, though. And to see the old cast come back, even though before they're long gone, to see Harrison Ford at the end was pretty sweet.
Definitely.
All right, a couple of other things, and we'll get into the collection spotlight. Olivia Munn will be Psylocke in the new X-Men Apocalypse. I think she's a decent choice. I would have preferred Katrina Law. You guys that watch The Arrow, she's actually Ra's al Ghul's daughter. She was also in Spartacus as well. So I thought she would have been probably a better fit for it, but hey, it's this is a fine selection, I guess. If I don't know, could she fight?
I'm sure
arts?
You can teach anyone how to choreograph in Hollywood, but
it's better though if they know some type of martial arts
Right.
in the beginning.
Yeah, there's no telling. Chances are like she's had some kind of practice doing something, or else they wouldn't have really gone that route. I think. I don't know. I think it's a fine choice, personally, but it's.
Psylocke is just my favorite female X-Men, and so I'm, I don't care about Rogue or Jean Grey or any of those. Jubilee, but Psylocke, she needs to be perfect. So.
Well, it depends on which Psylocke are we getting. Are we getting the pre-assassin from the Hand, or are we getting the assassin that has the long hair that's more the ninja?
Has she gone out with Deadpool already, or is this before she went out with Deadpool? Yeah.
So, Betsy Braddock is really cool. I like her character, but I'm really interested in seeing more of that and other characters.
All right, and the last little bit of thing is Captain Power Rising Phoenix update. It's very, very long. So that's up on the Facebook page. If you want to go read that. The site that shares it, the Captain Power site, is basically someone that's been kind of working together with the directors and stuff like that are wanting to put this series into, I don't know what I'm thinking, but they're wanting to start the series. They've basically been relaying information to them. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get into the collection spotlight. And Chris has got a lot of Beast Wars stuff here, so figured that it'd be good to have his on while we got Primal Selfish here.
And he told us how to pronounce his name in the chat. It's Byrne.
Byrne, okay.
Okay. I'm already super jelly with the cryotech.
Yeah, it is a nice figure.
I gotta get it. Just eventually one day I'm gonna get it.
Hey, he's got a lot
He has
of
both the
Beast Wars
Prowl.
stuff.
Oh, we got a little Blintron love in there.
Yeah. Still need that Tripredicus agent.
Are those the BotCon repaints from 05?
Which one, this page or last one?
The one you're on right now, Buzzclaw and Dirge. Jaim, can you help me out?
Yeah, the two in the middle are the ones from the box set.
Oh. That's a box that I still really want to pick up.
Especially with Death Saurus now being part or interlinking with the DJD.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very nice. Digging the kind of classics thing going on. I really need a classic Cheetor again.
Shocker rat.
Nice. With minimal to no flaking, it looks like, too. Gotta hang out with this guy. Oh, nice. Sandstorm.
Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm looking at, but
See, I just made a new friend.
pretty awesome.
Josh, you're out.
That's that Inferno one right there, right?
Yes!
Oh
Some
my
of their
god, you
names-
got one!
I know. A while ago, Dakota was like, Jaim, you want to help me out? It's like, did you even need to say his name? Everybody knows I don't know anything about this stuff.
Nice Cheetor or the Tiger
Yeah.
Tron.
Nice.
And there's several remold paints there.
Little scream there.
Oh, nice. He's got the Fox Kids tarantulas.
Yes. Oh, and the Metals Ravage.
Yeah, the X9. I see that.
I do think that Ravage is cool.
You should get it, Josh.
Oh, the Transmetal Clawjaw. Cool. That was what, a European exclusive?
Maybe? Oh, nice. He's got the Robot Masters Burning Convoy, Crystal Convoy. Dude. Loving that Primal Megatron chill. Those
I
are
remember these dudes.
Oh, dude, is that the YO Junior? I don't think it was a lucky draw. It was some kind of
It was a
special.
puzzle.
Yeah.
It was a puzzle set.
Oh yeah, it totally is. I know what I'm talking about.
And he's got triple Dacus back there, it looks like.
I remember that name.
It's just some Grail that I picked up, like for my, my own personal Grail. Nothing big to it.
Dakara Waspinator.
He's got he's got green Ramulus.
No, dude. don't even bring that up, man. That's so not cool.
Oh god, man! I need to post that back up from the podcast so people can know what I'm talking about.
Dude,
We basically at BotCon, if you guys are kind of new to the I guess watching us, Dakota and Jaim and Dalton, we were all there together, and Dakota's been looking for green Ramulus the entire show because that was it was one of the best opportunities to try to get that thing, and I was kind of pranked him and told him that dude, it's inside, it's the second aisle, it's the fourth table.
Can we just not finish the? Oh, look at that Unicron! Oh, I love the Unicron.
He's showing us who's number one.
That's right.
Oh, it's some masterpiece stuff, man. There you go. Okay, now I know what's going on here.
I know those characters.
Yeah.
I know what Unicron's doing.
I know them.
Nice.
This is what I wanted to do with my Raul right here, is have him breakdancing here. Still the best Generations figure, in my opinion.
Warpath.
Dude, it's
true.
So
dude,
awesome.
I love Warpath as Striker.
And how old is that mold too? I mean, it's just so So even for back then, I mean that's awesome. So, well, great collection, man. Thanks for sending it in and letting us take a look at it and share it with everyone.
Yeah,
For sure.
All right, getting on to the rest of the Transformer news, we're going to go with the Hasbro Takara Masterpiece third party and then our add-ons. First thing we have up here is First Aid. Finally got in the Stunicons, and just by looking at them in robot mode, I love Off-Road the best.
The Wild Rider replacement. That's who Off-Road is, right?
Yeah. I think his face sculpt looks great. Like I said, I haven't transformed him or anything, but just looking at him, because Off-Road, the inside of his legs, they're collapsed, where Breakdowns has these big holes. Dead End's cool, but he doesn't have any feet, and his weapon is an exhaust. So. There's quite a bit of paint apps in here with the blue going all the way around.
the robot looks nice. I love the robot mode for this guy. How does Charles have that video already posted on Twitter? The one you were talking about, the green one. Like, it just popped up on my phone. I was like, are you serious, Charles? Like, really? I thought we were boys, you know?
Really?
Oh, he just threw you on blast.
Oh, man.
Here's the video,
Oh,
everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so upset. Like, I remember being so upset at our friendship that day.
I know, we were all just relaxing on the outside.
And then we had to
yeah.
sit at the airport for the next 6 hours together. It's like not talking to each other.
Dude, I was just sitting there with like a scowl on my face, and Josh was just like, hey, man, so we can plug our phones in over there. I was like, I don't want to plug my phone in anywhere. Hotspot looks pretty tight. I would like to see a fire convoy repaint of this.
Just look at this guy. This is amazing because, like, with the Motormaster, I'm like, the Silverbolt, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. This guy looks awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I would love a fire convoy repaint, or Optimus
or Pyro.
Prime or whatever. But I would dig that because this looks really tight.
That face sculpt, I mean, everything about him. This is the best Combiner War figure so far, I think. It would have been cool if maybe these wheels could have been like flipped. You could just flip them around to the back so you didn't see them on the inside. But I mean, it probably has something to do with him going into combine mode. So it looks great to me though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Whoever
it's
took
so
these
nice.
pictures, man, God, man, these things look good.
Dude, they upped their game on the photography front line.
I need to get some of these stands.
I'm telling you, just give me a fire convoy. Like, I'll buy it. I won't buy any. Like, I probably wouldn't buy any of the limbs, although I might. But yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if there was maybe this was a flap right here, if this could have flipped over, and that would have closed up this hollowness in the back, and it would have also hid those wheels. I think that would have helped a little bit, but I mean, obviously they're not going to change it just to please me.
Some Hasbro exec sitting at his office desk right now. He's like, change everything.
Yeah.
He even looks good as a torso. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rook is the only one that I'm just, I'm not completely on board with, but I guess you're going to have that one guy. Just some additional pictures here. Mainly because I wanted to show them in combine mode, and there was another picture where they have the legs extended, which looks silly, but I'm thinking that maybe they might do something like that, and then a third-party add-on could go in there to the waist, because the arms are a little bit long, to where if the legs were longer, it would look a little bit more proportioned.
Right.
So let me get to that picture. Where is it? Oh man, I put the wrong pictures up here. Dang it. Anyways, they had them extended, and where it looked silly. Oh, maybe these are them. Okay. Cop sheets. See where I can find it. Okay, like right here, they extended the legs, and it makes the leg longer, but maybe if they come out with an add-on that just kind of fits over this area, kind of like a belt piece section, then that'll make the legs longer, and then you obviously cover this section up. So you'll cover up that part of the ladder and this ugly thigh section. So okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Do you think that
still looks good like that, in my opinion?
Like if they put like a section here to kind of cover this up to fill this out, a third-party company, and you just leave the legs extended, I think that would look a lot better.
It would look better, but it's not saying that it doesn't look bad as it is either. I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than the Minosaur. It's a nice.
That's an understatement.
It just makes me really happy to see where they're going as far as Hasbro's designs, wanting to see the next combiner. Really looking forward to that.
I just want to see Briticus so we can get another Nexus Prime.
All right, getting into some BotCon stuff. Just some additional pictures of Packrat here. What do you think? You being a BotCon and Beast War fan.
You know, back whenever you guys had Pete on the show, and you know there was the little slip up. Like I immediately saw Packrat, and I called a buddy of mine that I'm going to be rooming with. That's going to get a box set. He'll either buy a loose set or he'll split his box set or one thing. I was like, hey dude, I just want you to sell me your Packrat. He goes, what? How do you even know? I was like, just trust me and sell me your other Packrat, because I totally want a second Packrat. It's a shame that Hasbro hasn't like redone Terrorsaur yet for like another Fractal, but I'm very excited to see Packrat's return. Having the original, you know, I love the new Rat Trap mold. So definitely looking forward to having this little dude.
And this does it justice too. I mean, it looks good.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of paint apps in there.
Yeah, between the head and the arms, and you know, you see on the back with those kind of like, I don't the back flaps or whatever, just the white that's in there. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Like that's not even necessary, but the fact that it's there is so awesome. And it's just like I'm very pleased over this for sure. Cannot wait. Love the fade right there too.
He's a white-tail rat.
White-tail, blue fur. Yeah. However that works out. Just know it works.
All right, additional images of the second figure for BotCon set. Now, I remember back in the day where you were so in love with Springer to where you're like, dude, just give me every character and paint them with using the Springer mold, and I'll buy it. Because you love the mold that much.
I still love the mold that much. You know, knowing we were going to get it, I kind of wish it was a different character, but at the same time, it's like, that's a 2-for-2 thing for me. Just because I love the mold so much. And it's a new head, and that's another plus. Definitely still looking forward to it.
Now, so we got Battle Trap here. You think that they'll use, for Flywheel, that they'll do the Blitzwing mold? I mean, because if that was kind of like an attendee figure, making, you know, Flywheels is, you know, the Blitzwing mold, I think that would be a cool little duo to have. It's like, I don't want just Runabout, I want Run Amok to go with them. You know, I want the two. I want Top Spin and Twin Twist to go together. These guys are kind of the same way, in my opinion.
Right, they could do it. I have no clue. No one has a clue, I don't think, as to what the other attendee stuff is going to be. But it'd be cool. Like, I'm definitely curious to see what the at-show souvenirs are going to be, because it seems like the box set is going to be another sort of 2006 or 2011 year. It's just going to be like, okay, here's a set that's coherent just in itself. You know, because they are the quote-unquote most wanted or whatever. So I think just the box set alone would be pleasing for enough people. So I'm curious to see who they're going to put in the souvenir sets. So I mean, they might. You know, who knows? I'm digging it though. Love the mold. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling.
But that Blitzwing mold would be horrible though. Flywheels, just unless because they're not going to fix it. They're not going to do anything.
Right. Dude, I saw a custom that Chris showed me way like several months back of like a Diatlas from that Blitzwing mold, like remolded wings and like all this other stuff. I was like, okay, maybe I'll buy it.
Now the third figure here, what? This is like a shattered glass stepper or something. What is this?
Yeah, it's shattered glass stepper. For me, I think it's just gonna be like in my head, like a classics knockout from like Transformers Prime or whatever.
Okay.
I'm digging the idea, but it's just like, dude, I just got rid of all my shattered glass stuff, except for like Cyclonus and Drift. But it fits considering everything's in the like the Transtech universe. It seems they're basing the story in Axiom Nexus.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. Now that I don't have any of the jazz molds anymore, you know, I'll have a chance to have that again.
What do you think, Jaim?
I like it. It looks nice. I mean, it's a nice way to get that version of Stepper, because the other Stepper was what, a Milton Publishing. You had to buy the magazine and all that. And it's kind of an expensive chug figure to obtain. It's going to cost you around $100.
Yeah.
But I like what Pete said when he revealed this. It's like, well, this is kind of what we wanted Ricochet to be, in a way, but because they hurried that one or whatever. But it looks really nice. The paint apps that they did to him, and even with the little Target Master, the Nebulon or whatever the hell they're calling him.
I just think that's like funny. That's the third time they've used that little Target Master mold.
Yeah. Because we got that last year.
Yeah, we got it last year. We got it with Cyclonus in 2010. There's a whole lot of those little Target Masters out there.
Yeah, no, I thought there was more than just 2 molds worth out there. But
yeah. Oh, is that the BAT with Yeah.
With Snake, yeah. So we had kind of a blurry image because it was the first image to be put out, and then after last week's Cybercast, this came out. So wanted to go ahead and show this off so you can get some better idea of what it looks like. But I'm willing to go in on halves with somebody. Like, I want the Snake, and then like they can get the Transformer.
See, I want both. Is that supposed to be part of the Joe figure subscription service, or?
It's going to be Transformers and Joe. They're going to do it for both of them.
Nice. So like Marissa, because I remember them thinking about making Marissa a shared exclusive between the two clubs. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I would love to have an army of those bats, especially if you get Serpentor, and then get a whole bunch of those Vipers.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for the subscription service stuff to start shipping.
It's Prime Viacons all over again. I want a whole bunch of those.
Just way more expensive versions of it.
Yes.
How much do you think something like this is going to cost? This little snake and bat here.
Dude, I don't know. Like, we still don't have a price on Marissa and Afterburner, which I'm still totally getting Marissa and Afterburner. It sucks because Marissa and Afterburner are going to come on a card instead of, like, in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just hate, like, it's just going to be like BotCon 99 Windraiser for me all over again. But I'm not going to buy 2 of Marissa and Afterburner. Like, that's not going to happen.
I don't want it to be on card. I want it. I mean, it's a collector item. You're paying that premium price for it. You want to be able to open it, mess with it. Maybe if you want to take some photos, maybe do a review, and then have the option to put it back in the box. And if you're a box collector, you can display it that way.
Right. I'm hoping the old Snake and the Bat come in like the foam box. Like, I don't know. You know how I am with the foam box. Like, I'm so biased for that.
Yeah.
But
since it's a shared exclusive, it's probably going to be on card.
Right, and I'm cool with that. I'll open both of them up. I'll just throw a hissy fit before I do it.
He'll log into his Twitter so he can complain. He's like, all right, that's what his Twitter's for. Now you have this one that is eHobby exclusive, Grand Scourge. What do you guys think?
Jaim, if you want to go, like, I got sort of a somewhat long-winded thing on this.
I don't know. I don't really like it. I mean, this is one of the topics I was going to talk about in the aftercast. It's just every time we get a Prime, it's obvious we're going to get a Nemesis out of it, Scourge, whatever. And it just seems like, I don't know. I don't really like it. So
Me neither. I don't have to spend any money on it, so.
I don't want to get it because I don't particularly care for the mold, and I'm not really a Black Primes collector. Like I don't have like all the Nemesis Primes and the Black Convoys and stuff like that. But I'm also kind of like 2 for 2 right now on the shared exclusives from eHobby and the club. So it's like, I saw it. I saw the pre-order was up on the Collectors Club website, and it's like, do I want to do it?
Did you get this Final Fantasy sword?
And that's kind of the selling point for me.
the sword that came with the Supreme Class Beast Hunters Optimus back in the day.
Exactly, and it's like, who am I gonna have to like let them combine with? Dude, it's so Square Enix that it's like it's making me happy. But dude, it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. Like I'm probably gonna like after the Cybercast, I'm gonna get on my phone and like charge it on my card. And,
some nice P detail in here, though. I mean, really nice job.
I just know the club's gonna put him in some kind of fiction, and I'm still 100% on all of my club exclusive stuff. So I might end up partaking.
So you think he might come with fiction like they did with the Shattered Glass Blaster?
Or like Magnificus, which, by the way, Karen, still looking for that magazine, if you're watching.
Still after
charging people up. Is this like from like over a year ago?
Yeah, give or take. Like it's definitely been like 6 months, but Karen still waiting on a response.
Right on.
It just has you blocked now. All right, looking at the Takara version. Obviously, it comes with the original 4. You're not going to get an Alpha Bravo. You can see the white fist here, but you can see that additional yellow paint there, the gold paint. This one's going to be what James looks like.
Yep, I have that still pre-ordered. $120.
Oh wow!
What the hell?
And your Motormaster. Ugh.
That one I have not pre-ordered.
Just wait for this year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive G2 Minosaur. Come in the box set just like that.
That would be great if Hasbro decided we're going to do G2 Aerial Bots, G2 Stunticons, and why not? We'll do G2 Constructicons. Just all 3 of them.
God, you're dropping some coin at the Hasbro booth, man.
Holy crap, yeah.
Last year.
I think that's like way too much because I mean they're still going to be coming out with their Marvel stuff and their Star Wars stuff.
That Magnus though.
Oh yeah.
Let's
what
get
they
real
did last year. San Diego Comic-Con, they released 2 of those sets were pretty high price tags. I mean the Knights of Unicron or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then the G1 Autobot or the G1 just Dinobot thing. Those were expensive.
Ooh.
But yes, this Ultra Magnus, nice.
That's a very prime. I remember like a few years ago we were just like, nah, it's never gonna happen, and like it's happened.
That's pretty nice. I can't really tell until we get better pictures of what differences there are between the Hasbro to Takara, but
at least they didn't chrome them up like Jetfire, make it all crap. I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference. It's going to be kind of like Megatron, Commander Wars Megatron.
Just put a little metallic sheen on it and call it a day.
All right. Also by Takara. God, I forgot what this dude is called.
How big is that thing?
Well, yeah. Well, guys, you're not getting this.
It's like, damn, that's what we get. What is that, like 7 feet, 8 feet? Ooh.
What is that?
That reminds me a lot of like Rail Racer or some type of figure.
And you can see the in-hand image here. Looks a little bit cooler at the the mock-ups that we looked at originally. This is kind of G1-ish looking. Very brave.
Yeah.
I do.
Rail
I do.
racers.
Man, I want this.
Girlfriend.
I want. I want a girlfriend. Yeah, but I want this display.
You want that? Yeah, I would love
So
that.
I can play with it.
What was it? Just styrofoam and some tape, glue,
Man, just a little styrofoam cardboard.
cardboard, some paint. You got
Dang.
yourself a diorama.
You can see a little bit better here, but it looks like it's kind of simple, you know.
Yep. Still,
I
that
like.
works for me.
Yeah. Well, we like the simple stuff.
Yep. And where's my drill tank? I'm all over this.
How many other figures can it combine with? 6? Yeah, I want it.
Yep. And there better be a Sonokong version. So.
In just the crappiest looking box you've ever seen.
Yep. With really crappy stickers.
And now we got these D-style figures. Look how adorable they are.
They all seem ticked.
Things
Or
haven't
running
changed,
away.
have they? Always something adorable in the Cybercast now.
Oh yeah.
I
For
forgot
Starscream
who-
though.
Was it Omni? Whenever he was talking about something, he was, and Josh, if I'm correct here, like you like cutesy stuff. I was like, yeah, that's me. Oh, I don't know if you like see on Twitter, but like every time like Hobby Link Japan like post pictures of like
Dude.
some new figure that came in, and it's like the most girliest thing you've ever seen. Always at Dakota, and then Hobby Link, they're always like, "Thanks for sharing it." Like, no problem. He loves this stuff.
They're just like he's our #1 customer in this type of stuff. He's always buying cases of it. I'm just like, Hobby Link, stop! It's violating the customer business, whatever.
These little guys are cool. I like the Megatron back there too. So. Depends on how much those are. 'Cause I do like the Kids Logic ones, but I kind of like these a little bit more. I'm sure these are a bit cheaper. All right, and some new stuff from the Q series. I can see Optimus Prime here. All this stuff is up for pre-order.
Now tell me you're getting the one that we might see here, Josh.
Dude, I'm ready to go in on it with somebody if they want the other two. There's two of them that I really want. The Shockwave is kind of cool looking.
Starscream.
Are you gonna get that little chubby Starscream?
That
He's got a smirk too. They all have different faces. He's got a smirk going on, and Thundercracker is kind of an open mouth smirk, and then Skywarp is just kind of neutral because he's the coolest. So.
There it is.
Yes. Now. Oh.
guys, I think I'm just gonna leave.
I was thinking about getting that one, and then they're also coming out with the 3-pack of the Evangelion stuff. And I was like, dude, if someone wants these two, I want this one because that's probably the closest I'll ever get to actually getting a real Eva Prime because I'm not paying $1,000 for that MP10 one.
Wow.
So Dakota, Jaim, y'all pick which one of these y'all want.
I want Unit 2 because it has a German pilot.
Yeah, look how cute that is. With a little kitty on the side too. All right, we'll move on.
And kitties.
Masterpiece stuff. We can kind of see the prototype of tracks here. You can kind of see what's going to be, clear. So it's pretty common on most of them that the whole top there, and they just paint over it.
Dude, I want this so bad, but I think I'm wanting to wait for
There are no buts.
Huh? Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna wait for the repaint, like one of the repaints, because I really want like the red Diaclone or like the black Diaclone tracks.
Yeah.
Like that would be what I'd be holding out for.
Yeah, or you can be like Jaim and I and just. Which one are you gonna get, Jaim?
I'm gonna get them all.
Yeah, exactly. That's our answer. We're gonna get them all.
So
Pink that thing pink and teal, and just be like, oh, it's exhaust sister, and we're like, yep, get that one
Yep,
too. You know.
sure.
The one thing I wanted to kind of cover on this is, does there look like anything you could like detach here, to where maybe if he came with a second face to kind of give him a, like the toy here, to where it gave him
Kind of
the
like
mouth plate?
like Ultra Magnus, kind of flip it up so you can get the face off.
Yeah, something like that, or like the Bumblebee thing. I mean, because we've had like 2 figures now that you're able to change out the faces, and I'd like to see that trend whenever it comes to the toy, either had a face or mouth plate, and the cartoon was completely different or something like that. That way you can flip in between options. Now, obviously, if you're only going to do one, I want it to be the anime accurate, but it'd be nice to have that option.
Yeah, it would be. I would like that. I mean, I see Takara maybe doing that with the repaint with like Road Rage, giving the option to have either the mouth plate or not, because this one's coming with a stand, Raoul. I'm sure the Road Rage won't come with like Raoul, so you're gonna get maybe some other kind of accessory piece. Because you're still getting the stand with it, probably, such. But as long as it's not like a Amazon Japan exclusive to get a different, like a battle mask or whatever it is.
Don't make this thing so overly complicated to track down. Just let me be able to buy everything. I don't want to go through like jumping through all these hoops to try to get figures.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why Dakota's been selling his BotCon stuff, is because he's going to become an exclusively Prime 1 Studio collector.
Optibotamus, is this his room?
Yeah, we just knocked out a wall, adding a whole nother addition to the house, so I can fit all this stuff in there.
Now, a lot of the stuff we've seen before, where the Grimlock and the Drift and the Optimus Prime, but you look over here, you can see Galvatron. So,
oh, that was cooler. Let's go back to the Batman stuff.
All those
there we go.
Costumes.
That Drift, though, like, I wish their stuff wasn't $3,000.
You like that Drift though?
Yeah, dude, I love the everything with the face on the movie Drift. I was into it.
Cool.
Yeah. It's not $1,000 cool, but it's pretty cool.
Did they do a Starscream?
Yeah, I think it's over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you like that Galvatron? Or do you think, as far as being accurate to what you see in the movie?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I think so too. But as far as like, do I like that Galvatron? No, I don't like him. Galvatron's purple. Doesn't look like that. Get some better looks here. Yeah, you can see all the detail in there. I mean, they do amazing work. I just don't have an amazing wallet. So.
Or an amazing place to display it either.
No, man, I forgot how tall these things are. How big are they? Are like 2 feet or something?
Yeah, and that base is pretty decent size too.
And heavy, so it's like, you guys like eating on the family dinner table? Of course we do. Well, you don't anymore.
Get used to the floor.
Yeah.
There's a really good shot, so you can see that they paint even like the little insides, the details in here. So, I mean, there's like wires going through here, so you can see the face. So, I mean, as far as attention to detail, I mean, Primal 1 Studios, and they're, officially licensed too. They make some great statues. And I want to look at this Batman in the corner. So they're gonna make a Joker, but where it is? There, yeah, the Batman. Those ears seem a little long, like if they were just cut in half a little bit there. But
Didn't PlayArts Kai do a Injustice version of Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was,
Did they? I've got the SH Figure Arts. I know they did.
yeah,
They've done Arkham, some Arkham ones too.
nice. Dude, PlayArts Kai. That stuff's so money.
I've yet to get one. I want the Lara Croft from the video game.
Yeah,
Maybe the new Batman one.
I got that one. That one's nice too.
It is the Croft.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll get it now. I was waiting for someone I knew to had it to push me over the ledge.
I got it with the game. It was part of a limited edition.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right, finally getting into the third-party news. This is released by Gigapower. I said thank you for your feedback about gutters. I'm just going to call them gutters. I don't know if it's gutters or gutters, but you all already received. We're happy that you like them. Unfortunately, it took, or it looks like some of you received figure with some flaws. If you want help, you can contact us here on Facebook via private message, or you can email gigapowertoys@gmail.com. Show and describe us your issue, and we will try our best to help you. Just give us some time to produce replacement parts. Regarding the biggest issue that occurred, broken hips, we believe it is because by missing a step in transformation and forcing the part in wrong way. When you transform his legs, you rotate them outwards before rotating them in. Please be careful. So, I mean, they're going to be sending out replacement parts, but it seems like that this is a consumer issue by not following every step in the direction. So.
Yeah. It's nice that they're doing that, but it's also kind of, pointing the finger at the consumer too at the same time, which is like, oh,
no,
it's so nice. Wait, it's my fault. What?
Let's get on to this perfect effect.
No, we're just we're skipping them, but yeah. So we can see this guy, colored up now.
This was the first time I think I got back on, like the boards and started conversing with people, because I saw a lot of folks that were just like, oh, it looks like a Zoid, and some people are just kind of like meh about it, but dude, I'm pretty happy about it. It looks like a IDW Lyle Convoy.
Yeah.
Still, and I'm so behind this. If this is something that I'll see in the dealer room in a few short months, that would be great.
Now there is a company making a Zoid. I forgot who it was, but yeah, I'm not even really into this stuff, but I think it looks awesome. I'm kind of thinking I might want to pick it up.
He's just as tall as Masterpiece Starsaber too, isn't he? Or he's like almost there.
No. He's short. He's shorter than them, but I do have some pictures of it.
But he's close, which is awesome.
This visor can come off as well, so he just comes with a ton of accessories. His tail turns into kind of like that knife mace or chain knife thing. Two of these cannons here. The two swords. I think he comes with like two knives as well. So quite a few accessories as well.
Classic, like, perfect effect stuff. Like, I cannot wait for their big convoy that they teased, around the same time as this guy. But.
So yeah, he's shorter than MP10 actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Still nice sized.
Grimlock doesn't even have his platform shoes on here, and he's shorter than Grimlock. But I mean, yeah, that is nice. I forgot how many points of articulation they said this thing is going to have. It was crazy. It was like in the 60s, I think.
Oh, wow.
But his main, and you have all the parts in his,
His chest opens up too, I think, doesn't it?
That would be cool if it did, to reveal the Matrix.
If I'm not mistaken, it does open up and reveals the Matrix.
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
I like the fact we can actually see his face.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
So bought.
Oh, I can see your face? Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. Give me a little large in the chug line for me. Swear I'll display him, but yeah, it looks good.
I think I'll just put him next to my MP Starsaber. Like whenever I just decide to start buying up all the Supreme Commanders.
All right, by Mastermind Creations, James, say this name. Surf Pro Mini or something.
What? I didn't even see that down there.
Seraph Preminium,
Premium was
the Nova Prime.
Yeah.
Finally. I don't know. Happy with Make Toys, but this does look pretty good.
Isn't there supposed to be some add-on coming out for the Orion Pax repaint thing the club's doing?
Is there? I
don't
haven't
know.
heard that yet.
That's why I was asking.
It wouldn't surprise me.
There totally should be. But this one looks good.
I mean, they had the prototype at like BotCon.
Anti.
That was almost a year ago. I didn't know. I've been working on this thing for over a year, but it's Mastermind Creations, and it did. I mean, it took a long time to put Feral Rex together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks nice.
Yeah. Don't remember Nova using pistols. Anything, but.
All right, you get a look here at Warbitron's nose cone. So drill tank. There you go.
Yeah. Is this the one that he would be blasting himself in the back or something?
Yeah. He shoots himself with his rockets. He shoots his. Yeah, those rockets aren't going very far.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Just doesn't look like nose cone to me. And the rockets are shooting him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could position that something else, but I mean that's just superficial. Still, it just doesn't. I like their afterburner more.
All right, and taking a look at light speed, and also we got a Computron combined here by Warbitron. This got light speed looks better. But you can see them all put together there. Pretty big bot. I think that looks pretty nice. We definitely need to see it all painted up and stuff like that. So.
Well, this was supposed to be masterpiece scale, right?
Is that what?
I thought that's what they were doing for their version of Computron.
That's probably right. Because they are really tall. I mean, look at Magnus here.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll go back and do the Stunnicons after that's done.
Like they said they were going to do second. All right, and from Unique Toys, Orden. So you've got two left. You've got Cutthroat and Hunger. Be the middle one here. So these three down here, the two legs and this arm, these guys are final. I wonder how close to final these two guys are, because it looks like there should be like some paint or something on the shield. It just doesn't look like that. That's final.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Because that's just kind of bland for everything up front there. What do you think of it though, being a Obama or Abominus fan? Do you like it? Abominus. Like what? Abominus there.
Obama fan.
Yeah.
I think that it does look good, and whenever we look at what Unique Toys did with their Predaking, this is definitely a step up. I still want to see some of the other companies in Mastermind Creations come out with theirs, even though it's going to take 2 years for it to all come out with all 5 figures. But I want to see what theirs looks like, or maybe even some other options out there. But as far as Unique Toys kind of turning a corner, I think this is like 10 times better than what they did with their Predaking.
Yeah.
What you think, Dakota? You were there. You were present there whenever we used to dog on Unique Toys about their Predator King.
Yeah.
Man. God, they hated us.
I mean, I'm not sure. You know, I'm kind of impartial. Really, or I wouldn't say impartial. I'm separated from the character, Abominus. It looks like an alright Gestalt, but you know, I'm not really feeling it one way or another, to tell you the truth.
I think these wings need. Hopefully, these like can collapse and fold up a little bit. And they're not just like these like wings hanging out here. It's a little bit weird, but I'm sure Cutthroat's going to be the next one, and then Hungar will be the last one, main torso.
Right.
All right, from Custom Robots, they are going to redo they've already done the Starscream. They're going to be doing the Thundercracker and then also the Skywarp. I'm still waiting for them to come out with this 6-shot and Great Shot. Hey, Jaim, you want to go in on halves on those? Because they're going to be 2-packs. Or what they have been doing is they've been doing 2-packs when they sell them. I don't know if maybe 6 and Great Shot are going to be larger and they'll do them individually, but I'll go in halves, man, if you want to, whenever those come out. Obviously, we know which one of us are getting which one, so.
Oh yeah, 6-shot all the way.
What? No, I am. You're just being primal. You're being primal selfish, right?
Dude, somebody had to pick up my slack. I'm glad you did it, James. You really stepped up to the plate. We here at Primal Selfish LLC appreciate
I try.
all you've done for the company. We're not giving you a raise, though.
Oh,
Sky Twist.
Sky Twist.
I didn't even look at what Thundercracker said.
Lightning Bolt.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Sky Twist. Just doesn't sound right.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like on point. You know, they're keeping it 100 still. For non-transforming Transformers, I like them.
Yeah, they're a little bit small.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the ones we want are a little bit larger. All right, Planet X put this out on the Facebook page. They said City Guardian. You like it? They're testing this for fun, so they're wanting to try to see what the interest level is from fans. So if you are interested, this link is up on the Facebook page, and you can go let them know, voice your opinion. Jaim, you have Genesis.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Is this something that you would consider, because you know how good the Genesis is, but you also know that, what is it, like $350 or something like that?
Yeah. I like it, but am I going to pick this up? Probably not, because, I mean, I could justify the one before because it was Omega Supreme. This one looks good. I would like to have a Guardian, but Guardians I would like to have like kind of an army of them. So, but I'm not going to be spending $1,000 to get maybe 3 of them or something like that.
Dude,
you know,
that's what
like you do the
be.
foot soldiers. Like
that was going to be my question.
Soldiers.
I was going to be like, so are you going to army build them? Because you know there's more than one Guardian. So.
Yeah. It's bad enough with the E-Hobby, repaint of Omega Supreme.
I'm super curious who all's going to army build these. I want pictures.
Do it like when we saw at was it San Diego Comic-Con, where they had like, it seemed like 1,000 of the Star Wars 6-inch stormtroopers, and they had Darth Vader, and then and the Imperial Guards. They do that with these. There's just tons of them.
That would be so legit.
I just think this is kind of, it doesn't make sense to go this route, in my opinion.
It's a good idea. I think it's good that they're, hey, community, what do you think, and trying to get our opinions, because, again, it's one of those things where a lot of people were, if they had the money for it, they're like, I don't know if I want to spend $350 or whatever it was going for a third party, because back then when that came out, it wasn't like you had all these $500 combiners like all the time releasing. You didn't have Make Toys coming out with like Scorponok and Utopias and stuff like that. So it was a little bit more uncommon back then for you to drop $350 or whatever it was on one figure.
Yeah.
And
maybe
who knows,
lower
dude?
the price.
I was gonna say they could lower the price because I mean, chances are the reason they charged that for Omega Supreme was, well, this is the only thing we're gonna do with this, and let's try to make our money back. So they may, if there's enough of a good reception, they may release it at a cheaper price because, hey, guess what? They just, they've already made their money back on creating the mold, so, why not at that point?
True. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was ballsy on them too. I mean, to come out with Genesis as their first project, and then going into like the Dinobot and stuff. But
a lot of companies, they start off with like here's some like weapon pack, like here's some guns,
here's an add-on.
Yeah,
we're coming out with a $330, $350 ticket. Here you go.
And that was back when it wasn't done. Now it's a little, it's more common that.
Yeah, thanks to Planet X, all the rest of the third-party companies now realize, oh, we can soak the community for more money. Let's totally do it. But,
they'll actually drop $400 on a single figure. All right. All right, and DX9, this is going to be part of that War M Pocket. They're going to have a little combiner here, and he looks familiar. Devastator.
So many Devastators, so little time.
And another little image of him. Obviously doesn't have the legs on there, but you can kind of get an idea.
These are supposed to be the ones that scale with the Hasbro Metroplex, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is actually from Iron Factory, I believe, the Ultra Magnus there. So they're another company that's doing those like little small figures to kind of go with your Generations Metroplex.
Or how the world's smallest Dinobots would look with that Devastator.
Oh, I think that would look pretty sweet together. And from X2 Toys, I mean, we've known this for a while, but they've got the two, right? Or is it just this one right now? So anyways, big reveal here. Hey, they were made to make a Voltron. So the only question is are you gonna have to buy like their toys in like the 2-packs like you did with the Autobot clones to get this guy as your kind of throw in? Are you gonna have to do that with all these? Or are they going to sell them individually? I'm not really sure on that. So,
yeah.
What's your excitement level for this? Because mine is like very low. Like if I want to buy a Voltron, I'll just buy Voltron.
Yeah, same with me. I don't need a third-party Voltron.
And also, they're coming out with that super whatever version of Voltron. I mean, there's already, like the 20th, 25th, 30th anniversary of Masterpiece Voltron out there, so...
I'll take $1 million.
Of this? Jeez. Alright, and some KO stuff out there. So be careful, guys. This is not going to be oversized or anything like that. This is by Wukon, I think is what it is. But they're knocking off the Warbitron stuff.
Okay. Be hilarious if the KO has better quality.
Dude, I was thinking that, didn't want to say it. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf on life. And Jaim comes out with this, like, tempting ass stuff, tempting butt stuff. Golly. Why would you do that to me? I'm trying to be a better person.
We're all thinking it.
Wonder what the packaging is going to look like. Is it going to be one of those things where they try to fool you into thinking that it's authentic, or are they just going to be like, look, it's it's a KO, but it's cheaper, buy it,
Just for you, we left some mold flash on the heads, so you can't really make anything out. That way you know you're getting our product.
All right, for add-ons, DX9, we saw this last week where you're going to get these feet plates here, cannon muzzle, and then this section back here. But we didn't see it in its alt mode, so...
Dude, that's Combiner Wars Megatron?
Yeah, it's got the DX9 add-ons. So.
Whoa. DX9, dude. Liking what you're doing.
And you can see that the little feet plates fit up here, and now you can have your little DX9 Galvatron right in it like it's a seat. That's probably not the safest place to be on a tank, but I guess at least you can sit them in there, so they can put maybe Cyclonus in here. Then the other back piece comes over here to be another cannon.
It's not bad.
Getting it, Jaim?
I might, depending on the price, because it makes them look more comic accurate.
Now, I wonder if they're going to do anything for the Armada Megatron, because I saw a couple of those the other day, and if they are, I may pick one up for when that time comes.
And this is a tease from X2 Toys. They are coming out with their little add-on, which is just, I guess, just part of the calf and foot that fit over your Combiner Wars Megatron. So this is the only thing they've shown at this point. So
okay.
Got options.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's more detail in here, and then it's just, flat. But
yeah.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. No, that's the right thing.
All right. Let me scroll back up to the comments here.
All right, and if you guys have any questions or topics or anything like that, then make sure that you put question in capital letters. So that we can see it really quick, just because we're not, we're going to be scrolling through them really quickly. And
Is Dakota the best female co-host already?
It's funny that that they say that, because Josh and I were having this conversation yesterday, and clearly I'm the most beautiful out of the three of us, and I deserve my own princess party, and so I'm just kind of here to sort things through.
I'm seeing if I still have that picture or not.
The one that Punk Wiley made.
Where it has Dakota with a Sailor Moon thing.
Oh, I'm totally Sailor Mars. Let's get that straight first of all.
Or whatever it was. Here's here's the one that he made of me. So it was like.
Gosh.
Dude, Punk Wiley knows all of us so perfectly as a collective.
Dude, that's all he does is he screen grabs us, and then he just makes all these crazy looking things about us.
Quick question, and then we can get into the topics. Minifigure collector wants to know Dakota's opinions on the BotCon reveals.
I like the way that they're going about it. It's new. Instead of just the typical hey, look at our Twitter. I think it was a neat sort of idea, even though Easter doesn't really last for 5 weeks or whatever. But so far, man, I'm loving the reveals. I definitely don't have any problems with them, especially not any initial problems. It doesn't help that Pack Rat being the first reveal was something nice too. And, supposedly the next reveal is going to have a significant amount of retooling, or so they say.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be the breakdown mold, more than likely. Or they said the next two have quite a bit of retooling done, or significant retooling. So I was already fond of the theme to begin with, the whole most wanted deal. They're all in the box set, so you don't have to get half in the box set and then get half in the souvenirs. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it for sure.
I got another one. Steve Cass says, any more Masterpiece Beast War predictions considering Perfect Effect is first up?
I wouldn't really consider Leonidas a masterpiece. I just think it's a really good IDW representation of Lio Convoy. If I can get around to it, I'll probably scan what he looked like in the Ascending and Uprising series and show you guys like the scale that he had in those comics compared to the others. I mean, I think it fits rather well if the whole non-Beast Wars thing kind of makes a comeback, if that makes any sense. But as far as Masterpiece Beast Wars, I think we're still a little ways away out between third party or official, personally.
Yeah.
And they don't need to do them because they need to just keep on doing G1 Masterpiece figures.
Like I'll be honest, like give me a Victory Leo before you give me a Masterpiece Beast War.
You get like a Masterpiece Rat Trap. It's got like real rat hair, like real rat tail on it.
Smells like a rat.
Such attention to detail. Takara, don't let me down.
Chulala has a question really quickly here. Are you going to be on the Aftercast, Dakota?
Probably not, unfortunately.
Cool. I see how it is.
Well,
Can we boot him?
Yeah, let's boot them.
Oh, awesome.
Get your questions in now. We're going to go ahead and cover this one topic here. This is what kind of ran into because Toys R Us, they just recently, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, they raised their prices. It said with Toys R Us making their Combined Award Deluxe figures $20, and just 3 years ago they were only $12. At what point is it too much? Because it just didn't go from like 12 to 20. It was 12 to I think 14, then it went to 15, 16, and now 20. Now the good thing is Toys R Us does price match, so if you go like, hey, it's whatever, $16.99 at Walmart, Target, wherever, they will price match that right there in the store, so you can get it for that cheaper price. But if other stores start to kind of follow suit and they're like, well, we're making ours also $20, now it's kind of that way all across the board. Like, what's the next thing? Like, 4 months from now, are they going to go to $22 or maybe $24 in like a year? Like, at what point is that too much for a deluxe figure? Because if those increase, then we might, maybe they increase them all. Maybe they just stick with those deluxe. I don't know. Dakota, you're muted. Jaim, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything change as far as Walmart and all that. I know Toys R Us has always been on the more pricier side, and I think as long as they keep that in-store, they'll match prices. I'm not really too concerned with it, but it really does. You start to wonder if they're going to move the RID series, which that warrior class or the smaller looking figures, to that $19.99 price point too. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to start buying stuff. Well, I'm not collecting that stuff, but I would start buying it at other places or just getting it online. You have to admit, Toys R Us does sales that other places don't do, like buy one, get one 40% off on some of their stuff, sometimes Transformers, which is really nice. But usually at that time, they don't have anything in stock. But
Well, even at the, let's say if it was buy one get one half off on your deluxe figures, and at $20, you're basically just paying the original 15 that everyone else is. So
Yeah.
it would have to be it had to be something a little bit more significant. I know sometimes they do like buy two get one free or something like that. That's awesome. Whenever like the masterpiece figures come out, they always forget about it. They're like, yeah, buy two get one free or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll take those.
I'll be honest. The day they go over $150 for a deluxe, that's where I draw the line. But no, that's BotCon tools. In all seriousness, I don't know. Like I always thought the whole $16 thing was kind of pushing it. Granted, I'm not really buying into Generations or even Mainline really this year at all. I've thought about it, but it's just where I'm at personally. But even if I was, I'd still kind of bite my lip every time I purchased one of them, especially at $20. I think they're definitely pushing it, but because that was how much I paid for Springer.
I just wanted to be clear because I see like Tulala says like only $20. Old deluxe series 25 and the new ones are 35 in Australia. Transformer Guy 223 says in Australia they're like 25 to 30. Not necessarily the price because we're not getting into economics here, but value a dollar and wherever and stuff like that. But as far as the percentage of increase going from 12 to 20, is what I'm talking about. It's like a 40% increase in a 3-year span. So that's mainly what I wanted to, I guess, focus on, not just the the price point. So.
Right, and we're always hearing, as in the whole adult collector world, plastics going up and cost of paint apps or this and that, and we've heard on occasion.
Like, old price has actually been going down.
Yeah.
Can't use that one anymore.
We've heard on occasion that the price to manufacture a deluxe and a Voyager, not including paint or anything like that, is about the same. So it's I don't know. The increase, we're always going to see an increase, but yeah, they can't really use that whole oil's going up thing. Granted, that would probably affect next year's stuff, for whatever reason, depending on where things stay. Because dude, oil is like gold; it's always in flux. So I don't know. I've never liked that excuse, anyways. But I don't know. It just depends on what is it worth to you ultimately. If this was a bunch of like Beast Wars stuff coming out, $20, sure, yeah, I'll drop that real fast. But it's all up to how much you like it, what you make of it.
Yeah.
It's also, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say you also have to look at if you're gonna buy it online, factor in the shipping cost, and sometimes can weigh in on that. I mean, $20, and if I can find it online unless I can get it up to that bump where maybe I get free shipping at certain e-tailers, or even Toys R Us does it, Hasbro, Toy Shop does it too, but
Amazon.
That always factors into it. Like, okay, I can pay $20 and have it now, and sometimes we just want it now. We don't want to wait. Just like, okay, we'll be here in like 4 days or something, but that's also something too. Unless it's something new, like if I saw the Protectobots, let's say at Toys R Us, haven't seen them anywhere else, yeah, I'd probably end up buying them, $20. Just,
Even if you couldn't price match.
Yeah. I mean, if I could, sure, but if I couldn't, why not? I've wanted these, and like my wife tells me at times, it's done. You're done. You don't have to go out hunting around for them anymore. It's you already had a sunk cost in it anyways. You knew you were going to be buying the stuff, and a couple of dollars extra, it's justifiable. It gets to $5, or something like that. Now, if they start jacking up the Masterpiece line, then I got a serious problem too. But can't price match that.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about cost of plastic and stuff like that, because it's just Toys R Us that's doing it. So it's like, hey, we can make an extra $4 off these guys right here, or $3 or whatever it comes out to be. So it's not something that Hasbro's doing on their end. It's Toys R Us is doing on theirs, because they're like, hey, let's make an extra $3 a figure on these guys. Now with the Masterpiece, all the stuff for Hasbro is like Toys R Us exclusive. So do you think that they might start doing that with the the Hasbro releases? Because as far as the smaller guys, they're not very far off as far as price goes already from what Takara is. Now the much larger ones, there's a little bit bigger price gap. There's about a $100 price gap there, but what do you think about them increasing as far as Masterpiece?
I see them doing it.
They always kind of play the field with Masterpiece to begin with. Whenever the Masterpieces start kind of flying out of there, it's like, all right, well, we'll give it a $10 bump or a $20 bump, but...
Yeah, I've seen them do that too.
I think a lot of it also has to do with Toys R Us as a company, the amount of volume they buy versus Target and Walmart, who undoubtedly buy a much larger volume of stuff. So Toys R Us probably doesn't get, the same stuff at the cost that Walmart and Target do. Therefore, that could be a lot to do with the price as well.
That's a really good point. But like the Masterpiece stuff, I remember MP10 whenever he first came out, got him was just $99.99, like $100, and I was like, man, this is such a sweet deal. And then I think just like they sold out of them, and when they came out with them again, or when they got like restocked, it was like $125. I was like, oh, you guys increased 25% there. It's quite a bit.
Yeah, that to me is.
But that's economics.
With stuff like that, I just don't. I don't like that. I mean,
this
when
is
you're
popular,
getting
we're gonna raise the price here, and it's like eBay or something like that. It's like, oh, this is popular, then like we're raising the price. So they see that the price is high going, but people are scalping it, and they're like, oh, we can get more money for this. People are paying $200 for it, then they'll pay $125.
Well, but they don't also offer like a rain check. Like if you go to Target, let's say, and they're out of something, they'll have that little ticket there. You can grab it, take it up to the register, they'll scan it, and you have so many days to come back into that will honor that price. And I think Toys R Us should do that. I mean, I hated the fact when I went in there a while back with the Power Rangers Legacy stuff. They had like the Dragon Dagger, $59.99. Okay, cool. I picked it up, and I had a buddy that kind of thought, oh, I want that. Okay, so I'll go back. And it was a couple days later. The price is $79.99. I'm like, what? And I looked at my receipt. I went home, and I'm like, okay, no, I didn't get a good deal. No, it was the same thing, but they jacked it up. And that, to me, is just kind of ludicrous. It just doesn't make sense for a company. It's like Walmart always has the famous rollback pricing, but yet here we have Toys R Us. We have the roll-up pricing. So we're going to jack it up. So you better get into the store now, because we have everyone out and back just going to start tweaking the prices here on you. And I don't know. I mean, I saw the Leader Class Combiner War stuff went up to $50. I'm like, wow, $49.99. Damn. When is it going to be like $55.99?
Didn't the Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class stuff, wasn't that at like a $50 or $60 price point at like Walmart?
I thought it was around like $39, like $40 back in the day.
Yeah, quit making stuff up, Dakota.
Oh, dude, it's like I can't remember. It's been so long.
Just trying to start controversy. Okay, we're only ragging on Toys R Us right now. Okay?
Everyone's like digging through their receipts from 2009.
Want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Tulala says, question, how do you guys deal with dust, or do you just clean your collection every once in a while?
Dropping it in a bucket of bleach. No. I use air duster personally. Anybody else? Was I the only one prepared for that? Wow.
Dude, what do you... I don't clean, so I'm just...
I hire out. I outsource, so that's all good.
No, I mean, like I move stuff around and I'll dust it then. So
I'll buy a new house. Yeah. I'll buy a new collection. Screw it. Ah, shoot. This Desires has dust on it. I gotta go find another one.
Just he starts trashing all of it, just dropping all of his stuff in the trash. Not like sitting it in there, just like 5 feet in the air, boom, done.
Yeah. I mean, I do the dusting. I mean, whatever, I get these certain cloths that work really well. I have, a nice air filtration system on my HVAC. A whole bunch of other stuff. I should enclose it in glass, like the DTOF shelving, but someday I'll probably do that. Maybe if we move to another house, probably in the next couple of years, I'll probably start from scratch. So I'll probably end up doing it that way. But,
I'd at least get a little air duster though, with like the little straw, whatever. That way, whenever you get to like your masterpiece figures or more expensive figures of G1, that way, you just hit them real quick, kind of in those like cavities or joints and stuff like that, to where those hard to get spots, to where you can keep them clean and you don't gunk them up. Everything else is just pretty easy.
Yeah, little paint air compressor stuff. Couple other questions. Two I wanted to ask Dakota, what do you think about Karyudu fan subs dealing with Beast Wars 2nd?
Well, I'm very happy that they finally decided to tackle that. I still consider Kari a really good friend. We talk every now and again, and
He didn't like you. So.
Unfriended, unsubscribed.
He says I already know that Dakota's just using me to try to get this for a second. Ever since I released it, or said I was releasing it, or he's like, he hasn't talked to me since.
Yeah, I'll just I'm definitely very, very happy with them doing Beast Wars 2nd, and hopefully it'll do well enough for them to warrant doing Beast Wars Neo, because we talked a little bit about that, and he was just like, oh, dude, Beast Wars Neo sucks up until like the last 10 episodes when they start dealing with Unicron, and I was like, yeah, but please do it. I would be forever in your debt. And he was like, maybe. So very happy that they're doing it.
Yeah, Neo's not as humorous as Beast Wars 2nd, a little bit, but another question. We got Who's-er Daddy. Do you guys like the ex-Transbot Apollyon? You never discuss him. I'm excited about him.
Well, we've talked about him quite a few times.
Which one's Apollyon?
He's like the masterpiece style Megatron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe I'm going to be getting him. So.
That's the one they had the deal for at TFCon Chicago, right? They had
what?
Didn't they have the like the prototype at TFCon Chicago?
Might have.
I don't know. I have to go look
We
back.
didn't go with you, Dakota. Why are you asking us?
Well, because I know I sent you like a couple of pictures, and you were like, oh yeah, can you go back and take more pictures? I'm like, but.
Oh yeah, he was. I think he was on there.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's been some issues with him, and they have delayed him for a couple months now because they said they have addressed those issues, and there are certain things that, like, too tight. Like some people that reviewed them, they got early review samples. They were saying that it's too tight in shoulders or in the arms or something like that. Not in the shoulders; those were popping off, but they were like too tight in the bicep swivel, so they're coming out with additional pieces and stuff like that. They said they fixed the issue, but if they didn't, here's some additional parts. They're also coming out with a little mini screwdriver to help fix some different stuff if you do need it, or to change the batteries. So it seems like they're really taking care of it. So I'm on board to give it a go.
I am too. I mean, they actually had the prototypes at the Emerald City Con, and looked pretty good. Toy Dojo, I think, had it there. Yeah, as long as those problems get fixed, yeah, I'd be on board with that. Be nice to have MP10 scaled Megatron.
For sure.
The price point's not too bad either, 149, I believe it is.
Yeah, it was like 150. So probably not going to be transforming it a ton. I'll do it a couple times at the beginning, and I'll, do a review, and then it'll be one of those things that he just kind of sits on the shelf like Rodimus.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess Transformers guy T23 wants to know when will Dakota have this princess party. I guess he wants an invite.
Well, you see, it has to be in a castle. We're gonna rent that the Disney castle at Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one's in Florida, and that's where I'm gonna have my princess party.
We got that little putt-putt place down the road. I think they have like other things in the castle. You should go in there.
Everyone must dress accordingly.
We got anything else?
No, I'm not seeing any other questions.
Real quick. Okay, here is one. What previous third-party figures need to be re-released? Now we're getting one Fans Project Code, which is one. I will, the best one I can think of is Fans Toys Quake Wave, because people don't want to pay $500+ for that thing. You guys, can you think of any? I was kind of looking on my shelf, and I'm like, well, they're doing the code. If they do the rest of those guys, they've actually, third-party companies have done a pretty good job of like re-releasing some of the stuff, like the Fans Project Bruticus stuff, the Make Toys Green Giant, coming out with those again to make them available to people. The Fans Project City Commander armor, they've done re-releases of that. So for the most part, they've been good. But some of this expensive stuff, or James, does the Planet X Genesis, does that need to be re-released? I mean, is that fetching stupid money on eBay, or is it reasonable?
I think it's reasonable because you can still get it at certain e-tailers. Still around that $340 range-ish. And on top of that, you'll get free shipping depending on where you're looking at. As far as third party, I mean, I would like Fans Project to, even though I probably wouldn't do this to my BotCon figure, but the Shadow Scythe, I kind of like that. I like actually the knockoff version, where it actually is kind of looks better for Rodimus, and even that new head sculpt face that you can get. But other things, I know Fans Project done Steel Core, but maybe re-releasing that. Toy World's Orion, Assaulter, Toy World's Orion, and some other ones, maybe.
I was gonna say the Mario and Luigi Techno Toon Titans, but it doesn't really seem that. I mean, they seem to be fetching about what they were selling them for, at least at TFCon Chicago, like on eBay. Granted, I can only find one, and it's like a best offer sort of deal.
The mecha idea things that like you went on about for like a
Apex
episode for a year.
No, not Apex and Geminis.
No, but I'm saying that those I think those are fetching quite a bit of money, aren't they?
Yeah, they've gone
Apex
up.
and Geminis are?
Yeah, they've gone up to like $80 to $100.
Yeah. So like $380, Dakota. Are you selling yours?
No. The breakdown robot that Fans Project did, Car Crash, the G2 Car Crash. That I think would justify its own kind of release. It's something that I passed up at TFCon Chicago. I had the opportunity to get it, but ultimately I didn't, just because I was focusing my finances elsewhere. But like looking at it now, it's like $200 on eBay or best offer or whatever. Like it's a buy it now sort of thing, and that's goodness.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But I thought it was a really cool like novelty thing, and Fans Project decided to re-release that in a more mass kind of way. I would still pick up two without a doubt, just because it was done so well.
That was an Ages 3 and Up
correct?
Exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one that was on card that homaged the first BotCon exclusive.
Was it a like collector friendly, like removable card, or the
No,
blister?
it was sealed. It was sealed on a blister card.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
maybe if they re-release it like they do it, they put it in box. That way, at least there's still that, exclusive look to, like, you can definitely tell the difference. Like, hey, here's the card
Right.
for this guy, or they left it on card to where it's like that's the exclusive. Now the kind of mass release, which is like a year later or whatever it is, it's in a box, so you can definitely tell the difference between the two. Maybe they
Right.
change a couple of things up, who knows? But I'd like to finally have one of those. Yeah, breakdown robot. Yeah, it's breakdown.
And it's the one that, sorry Josh, isn't like a G1 brick. So that's for me. You know what I mean? That's the primal selfish coming out in me. But I had to take a good jab at you there.
I love bricks.
But yeah, dude, that's if I had to say something needed a re-release, it'd be that. And sure, you can re-release it however you want to. I would prefer, obviously, the whole on-card thing, but maybe change something up, do something different, because I don't even think it had like exclusive to TFCon on it anywhere. It didn't really have any exclusive anything on it. It was just,
I just mainly want it just because of the collection intervention thing, where what's her name, Elsie or something, calls it breakdown robot, and every Transformer fan was like, "Oh, look at this idiot,"
Josh puts it on his wall with like this gold placard that just says breakdown robot underneath it.
I would actually want her to sign it if I. It'd be like, will you sign it like breakdown robot? So.
How about Daka Toys' Kronos?
Oh my God.
I had to throw that out there.
Ooh.
Is that thing like getting money?
It's
Like
still
right now?
being sold on e-tailers for that nice 180 price range or whatever it was.
I'm not paying anything near that.
But Make Toys'
Oh, wow.
Hypernovae would be kind of cool to get a re-release. I
Yeah.
don't have it, but
What if they did one with the translucent blue wing bits instead of like the orange or the amber colored ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, something to kind of differ it.
Yeah, like they said they were going to do back in the day.
Right. Aren't they doing like the actual Nova Prime version though, or the Nemesis Prime version of it though?
I don't know.
Or no, the Nemesis came with a cape. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I got that. That's pretty sweet. But it's your standard battle tanker
Right.
set, though. Yeah, I don't know anything else. I mean, I would say add-on kits, like it was a Dr. Wu that did the Rainmaker, the Rainstorm, whatever that thing.
Rainmaker.
Rainmaker, I don't know what the hell that thing's called, but that thing, Firefair, their Hegemon upgrade little platform shoes for him, that thing fetches like crazy stupid money. Came out at $20. Now you're looking at $50 to $100 for just little booties for Hegemon and 2 new heads. That's it.
Some booties.
So
All right, is that it? I think I scrolled through them. I didn't see any additional questions. So.
no.
All right, we almost went 2 hours here, so we'll go ahead and end it there because we got the aftercast here in about an hour. But first off, Dakota, Promo Selfish, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me on, dude. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, so anyways,
Yeah.
tell people where they can find you and shout outs and stuff like that, because Jaim has like a long list of stuff that he's got to go through.
Yep, I do.
Social media outlets, Primal Sabbath. Just type it in, do the / Primal Sabbath, all one word, typically. That's where you can find me.
All right, and you can find me, G1 Hextron, on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron. And Jaim has his plugs and all the news info there. So.
Yes, I do. Now you can find me, guys, on Twitter, YouTube. I don't do anything else, so I'm sorry. Boring. But Victory Saver 77. We do have 2 other shows. We have the eBay show, which airs once a month on Thursday on G1 Extras channel at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we will let you guys know when we're going to be airing the next episode.
Do you want to do that next week,
Can?
or do you want to do it the week after? I don't care.
That doesn't matter to me. Let us know in the comments when you guys this week, next week.
Yeah, wait till it goes up in video form. Let us know, and then that's what we'll do.
But we have the aftercast, like Josh said. That will be airing at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on my channel. And we also have some other things. There's a whole bunch of trailers. Go check out Josh's Facebook page, the G1 Hexatron. You're going to see Avengers. You'll see Terminator, Genesis, Star Wars, Justice League, Gods and Monsters, a whole bunch of stuff. But we also are looking for a female co-host. Sorry, Dakota. You're just not feminine enough for us.
Is it the beard? I'll shave the beard next time.
No.
Dude, he's got his veins already.
Yeah.
I didn't put my bow in because I didn't want to overdo it, you know.
So, but we are looking for a female co-host just to get a new perspective. Email Josh at g1hextron@gmail.com, and we can set up an interview. But we just ask that you be knowledgeable of Transformers or pop culture, comics, kind of the nerdy, geeky stuff that we kind of talk about. So, and we also have the collector spotlight. If you guys want your collection spotlight on the Cybercast, send your pictures 10 to 20 to Josh's email again, g1hextron@gmail.com. And no collection's too big, too small, and we will spotlight you on the Cybercast. We have some already lined up, so
We've got two.
So in the next 2 weeks, we'll start getting. If you want to, submit them then. But other than that, I think that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure you check us out on the Aftercast on Victory Saber 77's channel here in about an hour. But thanks a lot for watching, live viewers, and also in video form. If you enjoy the video, might give us a like. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later.